Hi guys, this is Riza here. Welcome back to my weekly reading. I've missed you guys even though I put out some videos in the middle of the week. I think about you guys a lot. First of all, I want to thank you very much for all of your likes, your shares, your comments. Your support to me has been very surprising and very well appreciated. From the bottom of my heart, I do appreciate you guys, each and every one of you. All of your comments, I do read them all. I try to answer each and every one of them as soon as I can. And I'm very appreciative of all of you on my channel. I love you guys. For all of my new viewers or people that are just checking the video just to see, hi guys, I hope you find a happy home here on my video. I do appreciate you guys checking out my video. I hope to have you guys click on the subscribe button and subscribe to me. If you do like what you see, please click the thumbs up button and leave a comment and say that you like my video, as that helps me move up on the channels here for YouTube, I think. I'm not really sure about it. I think that's how it goes. I also wanted to mention to you guys, yesterday, I don't know about you guys, but the energies were very, very powerful. Extremely powerful, and not just that, but they seem to all to be kind of twisted, to be upside down, to be turned around. Everything seemed like it was on its head yesterday. Yeah, I don't know if you heard that dinging, but that's just a confirmation from the guides that yes, it was. It was terrible. And today I'm going to take a break and not go out to very many places, if any at all. Because yesterday was a very rough day for me at work, rough day everywhere I went. I even heard news that was bad around the world. Some of my viewers and my clients and friends, they spoke to me about it yesterday or sent me emails to that effect, and I was so surprised to hear all the horrible things that are going on in other places in the world that I just couldn't believe it. I do know that the nodes have moved. They moved, or they're in the process of moving from one sign to the other. When they move together. They're mathematical points on a chart. It's the tail and the head of the dragon. The north node, the south node, the experiences that we have culminated in our past lives, the past lives that we were in, what we did before, and where we're headed in this lifetime, what we should master, what we should go into, the new domain. And that's what those points represent on each one of our charts. And they moved from one sign to another. So I think that alone did a lot yesterday. And then also the hype, the fact that it was a Friday the 13th. Maybe people tend to do things on that day and claim that it was the energies of that day, or just to make it seem like the day was charged in a negative connotation or in a negative way, which I don't believe. I do believe that what happened was a lot of the planetary movements that have been going on, and then those mathematical points shifting in our chart, I think might have been what I feel was a whacked day yesterday. And boy, was it whacked. Okay, guys. We do have a reading here, which was kind of surprising because it all seems to be concentrated on love, on choices, on loving yourself and relationships from the past. So, let's get on with it. I have used, again, the gift that I received from a friend, from a viewer, Frank X, the Cosmic Tarot. I have also used a card from the Whispers of Love, a card from the Soul's Journey, and I pulled a couple of cards from the Lenormand deck, which I don't do very often. These cards are very powerful. And then I'm going to, I want to see where it is. Or I did pull a card from the Angel Oracle deck. that I have that, again, I don't do very often either. I had quite a few cards that called me, or decks, or just the influences, the angelic influences, my guides. They had a lot to say today on certain things. So I'm going to go through it slowly so that I don't miss things, and so that I don't, get too ahead of myself. Sometimes I get very excited when I'm channeling or about to read the cards to you, and I forget to thank you, and I forget to be appreciative and grateful for all of your attention, your comments, the fact that you take the time out to watch my video at all. So I do appreciate it, guys. And I did have a wonderful idea for something that I may implement later on once I learn how to do it, because something did dawn on me today that I can do with you guys that's going to be interesting and very creative. It was a creative, artistic thought, something for later on, and maybe a Google Hangout type thing where I'm going to give a class, and it'll have to do with art, creativity, and what comes out of you, energy art. So I think you're going to like that. Let me focus on this for a minute so that I can get my thoughts back, because it's kind of hard when I think of other things and then I try to focus back into the cards and the messages that they were giving me as the cards were being laid out. But today, in the middle of the reading, is the beautiful star card. The star card symbolizes the most spiritual card in the whole entire deck. Spirituality. A fact that material needs and wants are not part of your makeup anymore. You are showing yourself who you truly are to others now. You're not needing the rat race or to chase after money or material things anymore. They don't mean quite as much to you now as the spirituality means to you, as spirituality, as the spirit, as your higher self. You are evolving. You're taking a major step into spirituality and finding who you truly are and your true path in life and your essence. What you're here to do. What exactly is it? What are you here to learn? You're blending now your subconscious mind with your conscious mind. Your actions, your emotions, the way that you treat others, the way that you treat yourself, what you want out of life. You're following your life path now. The stars are shining down on you, and this is all about healing. It's all about hope. It's all about happiness that comes to you now in time. Okay, your dreams, they will be fulfilled in a beautiful, magical, loving way, because the universe is connected to you now. You're connecting. You're making a good connection. As above, so below. And you're receiving your messages now. The one thing that Spirit is trying to tell you is that in the past, you've had relationships. You've made your choices. And some of those relationships didn't work out. And so you still spend a little bit of time thinking about those things from the past. Your past relationships that didn't work out for you. That there's still some grievance there going on. There's still some lingering energy that you need to let go of now. Because now is a very good time for you to finally release the last little bits of pain that you hold from the past. And the way to do this is to forgive. To forgive the people that have hurt you, to forgive yourself mostly, because it was just a reflection of what you needed to learn in that relationship. So you have to forgive yourself and the soul that you perceived as having hurt you, which was a lesson. We're all in a great big lesson in a classroom. We're all learning things, and some of them are very painful. But that is what the star card in the middle is trying to tell you, that you're moving away from this now. This energy is in the past because you're becoming more spiritual, more like the King of Cups, more like a counselor, more like a person or people that join together to help others, to be counselors for them, to guide them, to be empathic, to be loving. For some of you, you may meet someone like this. someone that's a water sign perhaps, or very emotional person that has their emotions under control, but they work with their subconscious mind. They work through their third eye. They're very spiritual and can counsel you and can lead you. Okay. For some of you, you may be joining a group of people, or about to meet a group of people that are going to be very spiritual and they're going to help you. Above you have the Prince of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups, a very romantic person, but very secretive. One that may not have your best interest in mind. So watch out for this knight. He's going to be very romantic and very handsome, but he may not respond to you in a loving way, but he'll still be someone that you come across. So watch out for this guy. He may also bring love into your life, or show you that you still have those emotions, that you still can become attracted to someone, that has not died. You still have the ability to fall in love, to be mad about a person, you know. That has not left you, because you still have these feelings over someone else from the past. You think, well, I don't think I could ever have another relationship. That one was just too painful. I'm not going to allow these things to take a hold of me anymore. And then lo and behold, here comes the Prince of Cups, which is very romantic and very handsome, but yet this person does not normally commit. He may bring love into your life, because even he is a soul that can fall in love with someone. At some point, he'll run into his match, and he'll have to settle down. But mostly, they just have many lovers, or stay with one lover for a short time, and then they move on to another lover, because that's his nature, to be a Romeo. But he can bring some love into your life for a short time. It will be short-lived. So if you do run into this knight, don't think that it's going to be a love affair that will last forever. It'll be a love affair that may break you out of your funk, that'll bring you out of this once and for all. You will release this Five of Cups and not look back anymore. Look forward to new relationships, loving relationships that will make you happy. Now, if I make it sound like I'm talking about males and females, please forgive me. I'm just old school. But this Knight of Cups could very well be a female. Could be the Princess of Cups for some. A male for others. I'm not trying to be specific with my sexual orientation. It can be either or, so I wanted to make that clear. Okay, it's just that I'm a female and I look for a male counterpart. So sometimes I will express it that way, but that's not how you should take it as a meaning. Because for you it could be male, male, female, female. However it is your sexual orientation leads you, I'm good with that. I'm very open to all of those things. I just don't always know how to express it or catch myself, because I'm looking at the picture and the card. And to me, a soul that calls me would be a male. So that's how I express when I'm channeling, but I don't mean any offense. I just wanted to clear that up for you guys. At the bottom of the reading here, we have the Prince of Wands. Another very handsome soul, male or female, that will enter your life that's Wands. This is fire energy. This is Leo. This is Sagittarius. This is Aries. So far we have water signs showing that are Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. These are the three water signs, and then we have fire signs as well. So we're going to meet several people that are going to change our lives, that are going to make a difference. Even if it's just a group of people, and some of these people just come up and talk to you, know that some of them will be very attractive, very watery in nature, very emotional, very psychic. So they'll be able to read your thoughts. Watch out for that. Then you'll have your fire signs that will approach you and speak to you as well, that are going to be very creative, very enticing, because their ideas are going to move you. They may even help spark some beautiful ideas while you're in this group situation. So you may be joining with several people in a group activity of some sort in the next few days, within the next week. Some of you may be applying for work. Some of you may be joining a spiritual group. Some of you may be going to a church. Some of you may be just going to an invitation, an outing, which the Prince of Cups can also represent. Some type of an invitation that you get and you go out and then you're surrounded by all of these people, all of their ideas. You're going to have, which at the bottom of the deck was the Lover's card. So we have two cards showing here that are major arcana. We have the Star, which is a hope, a wish, a desire, a healing that comes about. And we have the Lovers, which again represents a choice, a direction that you must take. And here the Lover's card is very beautiful. It shows a connection to the divine, a yin and a yang, a female and a male counterpart of the same soul, parts of the same soul. So some of you may be feeling like you're meeting people in your soul group, someone very akin to your soul, but they may not be romantic relationships because of the Five of Cups, okay? They may be people that you meet that will be good for creative energy, creative ideas, spiritual encounters, spiritual ideas, spiritual groups, but not necessarily to do with love, okay? There'll be choices there. Maybe one of them could be a soulmate or a twin flame, but may not come for love. It may come for spirituality. Remember, we have different lessons in lives. We have different soulmates. We do have twin flames that are people that are very much like us. They're part of our soul group. So they're going to feel, the pull is going to be strong to these people. You're going to feel like you've known them for a very long time. But they may not come for love. They may just come to join in a group. You may just want to be part of this group. And there's always that possibility that within the group, there'll be that one person that sticks out that you're going to say, oh, who that is? Ebonics for, who is that? Excuse me, what's your name? One of those deals. When it comes to your past loves, the pains that you have felt, the disappointments, those were all lessons that you needed to learn in order to move forward on your spiritual path, which you are doing, okay? They're asking you that you need to be empathic towards all of these other people that have been in your life before, or even to yourself. I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. You have to be open to the other person's point of view because you didn't walk in their shoes. You haven't been in their life. You're not living out their natal chart or their lessons that they need to learn in life. They just meet up with you in order to help you learn a particular lesson or balance out particular karma that you have from other lives. So you can't judge another person. You can only judge yourself, and you shouldn't judge yourself so roughly because you have no idea what lessons you're here to learn either. I mean, we really truly don't know. We kind of realize things in hindsight. Once you've been through it, once you've suffered through it, once you've learned the lesson, then eventually it pops up somewhere where you're teaching someone else exactly what you went through, and then you realize, oh my God, could this be why I went through that situation? I mean, it's always hindsight that we realize the things that have happened to us, why they have happened, the beautiful things that open up in the future for us because of it. But empathy will help us get there sooner. If we learn to release, forgive, forget the people that we perceive as having hurt us, because truly they didn't. They were just a part of that, like we were. They were just as much a victim of that situation as we were, because I'm sure that somewhere in the back of their mind, whatever happened, they really didn't want to hurt you. They didn't set out to do that. It just was perceived that way by you or by them, you know, but it was just a lesson that both of us, both of you, all of us are learning. the Lenormand cards here. The message, the first card that came out was the ring. Now the ring can represent connections of any types, relationships, marriage, engagements, or business. And my ear is ringing. A business association at, at this coming time. So soon, the circle of life will bring you around to something new. If you guys are looking for a relationship, then a relationship may materialize. If you guys are looking for a new business partnership or something else concerning your finances, something new will come. Now, the problem with that is that you get the path. The path represents choices. Which way will you go? It's a very important decision, a very important choice that you will be faced with, that you'll have to make, and it's a crossroad. Crossroads are very difficult because you can see that there's a couple of ways to go, but you can't see the final end result on either path, and they're both precarious. You just are not going to know exactly which one shines the biggest light. What you will have to do is feel your way through it. The same thing with represented by the Lover's card. You have to choose from your heart as to what resonates the most with you. If it's a spiritual path and a financial path or another ways to make money, if you're more spiritual than you are materialistic, then you must go the spiritual path, even if it doesn't seem to be showing you the most return or the most financial gain from it, or you're going to wonder, well, gee, am I going to be able to cover my bills? Other ideas will pop from it, will come from it. You may get the support that you need from whoever you're joining with or the people that you'll help. And then eventually it turns into something where you can sustain yourself, or perhaps you'll meet someone that's not going to care how much money you can make, or, your riches, what you have, your total worth. Some people worry about that. I'm not one of those kinds of people. I mean, I just worry about, okay, can I pay my bills? I have certain responsibilities. I need to be able to take care of them. But I want to be able to make my choices from my heart as well. What resonates with me? What do I love to do? This is one of those things. But not necessarily do I always have the monetary support to pay the bills just through this. So I always have to have something a little on the side that gives me some money as well, because I know that we still have responsibilities. But you will be faced with a path, two paths this coming week, or choices that you're going to have to make that are going to be really, really important. Okay? Eventually, the choice that you make is going to be very important, because the nodes have moved. Things are happening in our lives that are changing us. The choice that you make may bring you lots of enlightenment in the future. May bring you a romantic atmosphere, a romantic partner that you weren't expecting because you made a good choice in your life. Someone that's more akin to your soul. Abundance, security, a new love of life, which is what we basically all need to get away from this energy. Okay? We want to move away from that. We want hope, healing, love, prosperity, abundance. We want what this card brings us, a connection to the divine, a deeper, more meaningful connection to who we truly are in life. The Whispers of Love, their advice was focus on love. Look for the good attributes in each and every person in your life. Again, they want us to be more empathic. Look for the good in all of the people. If you're having an argument with your beloved person, with your beloved family, with your friends at work, people that you love, these are people that you have, some people have worked at their job longer than they were with their family. They created a love connection with these people. Whether you don't see it as that, or or however you see it, I can see it as love. You've learned to love the people at work, and you have to show them how you feel, Same thing with your family. You have to open up to them. You have to show them that there is some love there coming from you. Whether your relationship with them is a little bit on the rocks at the moment or not, show them somehow that you love them. You truly love them. But sometimes you are as well going through situations where you need some space, or you need to be alone, or you're not sure exactly how you're feeling and why you're feeling a little bit off the rocks. But it's because we're dealing with so many energies. We're growing spiritually, and that kind of puts us in an imbalance. So it's very important to go out and ground ourselves so that we're solid on our foundations. We're solid about the way that we feel about others in our lives, our loves, our families, our friends at work. I get so busy channeling, I forget what the cards are saying. So focus on love, people. Focus on love. On the love of others. Even if the person that you're loving is so different from you, that you're showing them love, they're really different from you. You have no idea why you're even talking to this other person. But you have to show them that there is love in the world, that it isn't dead, that not everyone is the same. Not everyone's going to look at that fire-breathing beast, at that animal instinct, at that person that's could show hatred and wickedness to others. You have to show them that there is love somehow, somewhere. Even the people that have hurt you, you have to show them love, because that will help soften their heart as well. The card from the angel deck. Forgiveness. I choose to forgive all those who have hurt me in the past. Like I said at the beginning, it's all about love and forgiving yourself and forgiving others. Today is a very powerful day when it comes to love and forgiveness. Family members, people that have been in relationships with us, neighbors, people at work, old jobs, people that didn't really have much to do in your life, but they still said something stupid or something that marked you, that hurt you. It's all about forgiving those people today. This angel has come into our lives at the moment to help us forgive and release the past, so that we can release those 5 cups of despair that we have. Change that. Use the energy from the star and the universe to change us, to heal us, to give us hope. We must allow forgiveness. The angel of forgiveness encourages us and prompts us to look at past hurts and resentments in a new light. We will gain in self-respect and wisdom when we are able to let go of the past and forgive those who have hurt us. No matter how insignificant you think it was, it marks us in a sense. Otherwise, we'll just remain stuck in believing we are victims with no possibility of altering our lives, and that is not true. Not in the long shot, not in no way. It's just not possible. Forgiveness does not mean we condone bad behavior, nor does it mean that we necessarily have to like the people who treated us badly. It does mean, however, that as we forgive others, we release our own anger and resentment. When we forgive, we're left with the lightness of spirit and a good feeling about ourselves that we didn't have prior to all that hatred and resentment we were hanging on to. It just doesn't work that way. Without that, we do not have any possibility for true empowerment. We separate ourselves from our guides, from our angels, because they can't exist in the same energy level or field or anywhere around us if we're that low, if we're vibrating that low. We cannot hear them. We cannot connect with them. We would still believe that others did us wrong and that we would always carry that resentment. That's just not the way that it is. It's only our perception of it. It'll corrode our insides. It is the stuff diseases are made of. Cancers, pain, stress, That's what it does to us. That's what hatred or resentment or holding or harboring that negativity, what it truly does to us. It cripples us. It takes away our life force. We perpetuate abuse and injustice on ourselves by carrying negative feelings around with us. We attract it from the universe because we refuse to release it. Forgiveness sets us free and helps us open up a deeper channel for relating to others and to ourselves, which is important. We may need help to forgive, and the angel of forgiveness offers us the grace to find tenderness in our hearts and the courage to ask for assistance when forgiveness seems too daunting a task. There are people that are set in place once we realize that we do want to forgive ourselves and others. We will run into people that can help us through counseling, through healing modalities, whatever they are, religion, forgiveness. It's out there. We just need to seek it out once we realize that we desire that in our lives. Forgiveness does help us to be receptive to healing and to love. When we forgive, we are increasing our levels of self-esteem because, in fact, the point of real power rests only within us, and that it does. We are, in effect, saying we no longer wish to be victims of abuse, treachery, or any other form of negativity which impedes our happiness. Forgiveness, like acknowledgement, is what helps us grow into happy and healthy people. We can ask the angel of forgiveness to show us the path to releasing blame and hurt. It is really only our willingness to free ourselves from the burdens of negativity that will kickstart the process of healing. This release gives us the opportunity to clean up other aspects of our lives, where there may be hidden resentments and sorrows blocking our joy. By asking the angel of forgiveness to help us release our negativity, we're enabling the process of healing to start. So just a mere prayer to the angel of forgiveness can kickstart the process, people. Start to forgive yourself and others and use the energy of the angel of forgiveness. See the lilies that it carries? It's hope, a new life. It can help you too, and me as well. This card pertains to you guys and to myself. Once we forgive those who we perceive have hurt us, this card will no longer exist in our lives. No more of that. Then we will have this, the beautiful star, to help guide us. And we can become this, the true epitome of the twins. Totally balanced. That's when we will attract someone just like us. When we can finally forgive and love unconditionally, which is very important. Alright guys, I truly love you. If you would like a private reading with me, please check the links that will come up or send me an email to my address that's running down below this video. Know that I love you and I hope that you have enjoyed this video. It was a little long, but I enjoyed it. I wanted to give you a well-rounded video with lots of information from all your guides and the angels. I do love you guys. I truly need you in my life. So, if you like this video, please share it, subscribe, thumbs up, and leave me a comment as always, because I do love to read them. During the week, I do that a lot. Bye for now. Have a wonderful week and start getting ready for that Thanksgiving. It's right around the corner. Bye for now.